Hey, how you doing there? Did a great job.
Coach, you have some great student athletes wearing VUL across their chest. Can you talk about just continuing to install a winning tradition, a winning program, a winning mentality, and just moving forward with a beautiful brand new season?
We're in the foundation of doing that right now. Our kids are learning what it's all about winning. Coming here with a record that I did have, 29, 129 and 10. The culture is changing. It's a great place, though, a great school, great institution. Got great players. We brought some young players in as well as older players. So that is coming. The foundation of winning. It's just some things you got to do to prepare to win. You just don't win right away. You just got to teach them how to win, and that process is working very quickly right now for us. So it looks like it's turning around real quickly for us. A kid like C.J. Brooks coming in. He's a fine kid. All of the kids we talked to today, that you talked today, are great players as well. So just get them to play and get them to believe they'll be fine.
Coach, the concept of two-a-days where gentlemen have an opportunity to work in the morning and then get through the day and then come back and work again, part two in the evening. Talk a little bit about, just working with guys and getting them ready for the season.
Well, the thing is that, repetitions is the best. The more reps you can get, the better and better you get. So being able to go in the mornings and do the same stuff in the evening is helping them. I mean, that's the best way you learn how to do anything. Walking, when you first learn how to walk, you got to continue to walk, 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 walk. Riding bike is more and more you ride the bike, the more better you get. The more and more you play football, the better and better you get. So taking advantage of going these 2 days is going to be great for us. Back in the day, they had them. We're able to do it here in our conference. We can't do but 2 weeks of it. So I'm enjoying it. It's like old time football, and so our kids excited. So repetition. That's all we know how to do. The more and more they do it, the better and better they get doing it.
Coach, from schemes and schematic, I know you can't really get into the details of it, but just talk a little bit about working with guys, installing some plays and sets, and putting a team together to look like you wanted to look on Saturdays.
Well, the biggest thing is that, based on a lot of people talk about offenses and defenses, you got to look at what personnel you have, and you got to be able to teach multiple offense. So if you got personnel that can throw the football, then you need to work on trying to get the football thrown. If you got personnel that's going to run the football, then you got to work on that. So right now, we're just trying to look and see what we have in here. And that's the reason why you got to be able to coach multiple offenses. Some people say, well, do you fit my offense? It's not even all about fitting your offense. It's about what talent level you have and what you adjust as a coach of teaching those kids to do what they do best. So right now, that's working out. We got some people throw the football, got some people run the football. Now we got to see what we do best as a football team to be a quality team and be able to play well on Saturday. So we're at that point, and right now we're still learning the kids and the personnel that we have, but we got some people can throw it. We got some people can run it. This right now, we're going to see which one we can do best.
Coach Newman, the defensive side of the ball, they say if you can stop people, you can win games. Talk a little bit about what you see on the defensive side.
Well, defensively win championships. I mean, that's clearly you can stop people, you can win championships. That's what the great teams are. But look at the great Super Bowl teams that had great defenses, the great college teams with great defenses. We look good over there. We got some great players, great young players, and we got some transfers and some JUCO guys in there. So right now, our biggest thing is just that getting them to blend and get them to play as a team and get to play as a unit. So right now, we're just trying to get them to believe in one another, understand responsibilities and what they got to get done on the field. So on the defensive side, that comes quicker too, because, defense comes around first before offense. So defensively, we got some great athletes over there, great young athletes over there. And I think we're going to be okay over there. But it's young, and it's got to get them to understand exactly what we want them to get done, understand the scheme and why they're doing what they're doing. And then when they make mistakes, you got to tell them what mistake they made. You got to stay on them and let them know why they made the mistake and what it can do. And, 11 people got to play. You can have one guy make one mistake, and that's a touchdown. So everybody's got to make the right decision, play, and do their part in the defense to make the defense be good and make, be able to execute and do what things we need to do. So we're still working there. You can have great athletes, but if they're not executing, then there's no sense in having great athletes. So they got to work as a hand, one hand together as a unit.
Coach Newman, the kicking game and special teams. Talk a little bit about those attributes. And again, it's all about being a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, and you said it, and James, you know exactly how this game is. You know, special teams can cost you a football game. You know, we focus on, that's the first thing we do at practice every day. We focus in on our special teams. We got 2 young kickers. They're great, great, great athletes, and they're great kickers, but they're young. So, you know, you're going into a Southern University, 60,000 people there. You take a kid just out of high school who did kick the ball well, punt the ball well. You just don't know how he's going to react to a big crowd like that. So we're working on preparing them for situation. That's what it's all about, situation football. You know, you're down by 14 points at 6 minutes going the game. What are you going to do as far as the special teams and whatnot? So we've been working on those type of things with our kids, getting them prepared for that. And like I said, we got 2 young, great. I mean, these guys, the kid out of West Charlotte that we got, the kicker, he's phenomenal. Our kicker, our actual punter is from New Mexico. He's a young guy, but he can kick it a mile. But just making sure that when that time comes, he's ready to get that done, because there's going to be pressure, and you're going to go to some environments that they're not used to going into. But we're just trying to get them prepared and get them ready to do that.
Coach, the concept of being in playing shape, and then the concept of being in game shape. Talk a little bit about getting guys ready to play. And you talked about two-a-days. Guys will be ready when you see Virginia Union.
Yeah, our biggest things now, James, is that we got a little nagging injuries. You know, guys coming in camp. Some guys worked hard this summer. Some guys didn't work as hard. So we got a little growing injuries and little nicks and knacks there. It's a difference between being hurt and being injured. We got to let our kids know that, you know, when you're hurting and you're injured, it's 2 different things. So some kids don't understand that. Some things you can play through when you're hurting, but when you're injured, you just can't play. So we're pushing through that, and that's the process right now of trying to get them conditioned to play a football game, a complete football game. I think the key to the early part of the season is the teams who are prepared and teams who are in shape. If your team is good, but they're not in shape, then it's going to cost you a little bit, because you make mistakes when you're tired. You know what I'm saying? So we're really focusing on getting our kids in shape, making sure they're doing the right things. And you think differently when you're in shape. When you're tired, you know, fatigues make cowards out of us and we make mistakes. So we want to be mistake free. So our bottom line now is we're working hard to get them in shape. But I'm cutting back a little bit, you know, because the weather here in Lynchburg is very hot. You know, it's very, very hot. You know, Liberty's right down the street from us, and I think it's hot there as well. So we just got to work through this heat and get these kids in the best shape we possibly can get them in. And unfortunately, the first game's at night. It's down at Richmond, down at Union. So we're playing a 7 o'clock kickoff. And it's September 1st. It's one of the first games of the year, especially in HBCU. So we're excited about getting them in shape and getting them ready to go. That's fortunate for us. We'll play at night, and then we're not playing at 1 o'clock in the daytime.
So calling all fans, you're looking for all fans to be there on that particular game?
It should be. It's close. It's not far. You know, we play a lot of football games this year, and you know, we're down at Southern. We go down to North Carolina Central. We go to Morgan State, and we go down to the Citadel. You know, you're going Baton Rouge. So I'm saying that this game is real close for us. It's 2 hours away. Hey, I'm looking forward to it. It's 2 sister schools playing a great football program down there at Virginia Union. He does a tremendous job, their coach, and they got a great AD down there with Joe Taylor. So, hey, man, we're super excited about taking the trip to Richmond. It's going to be a fun trip for us. And then it'll give us a chance to see where we are early in our football program.
Well, folks, he is Tim Newman, the athletic director and the head football coach at Virginia University of Lynchburg. The Dragons kick off the season on the road at Virginia Union University. That will be a good game. I'm James Hill. You're watching James Hill Sports. We'll be right back.